All right, welcome everyone. This is Lonnie Fox Raymond, and you are watching the 2025 Olhausen Raxx Mezz Invitational here in West Hempstead, New York. We have a great matchup here. Chieh-Yu Chou versus Margarita Fefilova Styer. This is an A-side matchup, and I have Tina Lethal Larson in the booth.
Hey guys, good to be with you for this epic match.
Yeah,
It's going to be great.
it's going to be amazing.
It is going to be a great match, and I'm excited to be in the booth with you, Lonnie, for it.
Thank you. I'm happy to have you here. All right, so I am making a mess in our booth. Sorry about that. All right, so we're waiting for them to start the score and finish the player announcements, and that's just kind of why the graphic is still up in your face at the moment. But we do have two superstars of our sport going head-to-head, going to be battling in a race to 8. Like I said, this is an A-side matchup. This tournament is just deep.
It is loaded.
It's deep.
It is.
Yeah.
There are many, many great players from around the world here this weekend, and I'm excited to be a part of it. I didn't have a good finish, but I'm still excited to be here.
Yeah.
And I'm really excited to be here commentating on this match. This is going to be a really good match, and everybody at home and who's tuned in is really, yeah, they're in for a treat.
Yeah. So, well, thank you, Jason. Oh, hey, Christy.
Hi, babe.
We got Tina's daughter in the chat. So we're going to pull the graphics off, and they're just finishing up player announcements right now. Dean Raisler, the tournament director and the president of the WPBA, is doing that. So it looks like Margarita Styer is going to be on your right-hand side in your view, and Rita Chou is on your left. We call her Rita, but her name is Chieh-Yu Chou.
That's her American name that she chose, was Rita. I do call her Rita.
Yeah. All right. So it looks like Rita has won the lag. So, okay, let's go over the match rules while they're racking. So the match rules for this event are they're going to lag for the first break, which you've just seen. Alternate break format thereafter. The 9-ball doesn't count on the break in the bottom 2 pockets. The 9-ball is on the spot. No break box. Opponents rack for each other. 3 consecutive fouls is a loss of game, and this is cue ball fouls only.
And we are not playing the 3-point rule.
Yeah, no 3-point rule.
No
Hallelujah.
3-point rule.
A lot of people are happy to hear that. Me personally, I don't think it mattered. I think we had gotten to the point where we pretty much were doing it.
Well, yeah, everybody did it. But now that 9 is on the spot, and it kind of changes the break. It doesn't favor anybody unless they can get that one ball in the side.
Yes.
Or bring it down.
Yeah.
I mean, you see different breaks, and because we could break anywhere out of the kitchen. So here's Rita checking the rack, and we are on our way.
So we are allowed to check the rack, but we cannot touch it.
That is correct.
That is the rule. If you need an adjustment, you just have to ask the person that racked for you, which would be your opponent. All right. So in this race to 8, Rita Chou to break. Little firm.
Kind of look like a dry break to me. Oh,
it's dark in there.
It is dark in that side pocket.
All right, so it looks as though Margarita is going to come to the table with ball in hand. Rita lost the cue ball, so it fell into the left side pocket. She also broke dry though, and so what I would assume is that she missed the one shot past the side pocket. So I think what she's going to do is she's going to go back to the table, make a mental note of that, and I bet we see that fixed in the
It'll
next
be
rack.
fixed next
next
her
break.
next break. Absolutely. I don't really see a problem here. I think the table is kind of wide open. You have 2 great players. I really don't even see a trouble ball. A trouble combo ball.
Probably the 6 to the 7 would be.
I mean, if anything, that would be it.
Yeah.
But the 5 is sitting right there to set up perfect for the 6. So I would look for Margarita to get out here, but you never know. The tables are playing fast.
Yeah.
And everybody has their little bumps in the road here.
Yeah, so everyone at home, just so you guys know, we are using the Aramith Black series of balls and Simonis cloth. which is brand new. They reclocked for this event, so we're pretty excited about that. Right. I will say that Margaret, in my opinion, has one of the best draw strokes on tour.
Okay.
She, if you watch her and time and time again, which I'm blessed to be able to do, she draws the ball so beautifully, and I mean, just looks effortless.
So I've played Margaret, and what I know, she is very technical.
Yes.
And she is very precise, and that makes success.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, work plus effort, right?
Oh yeah, and she works hard. You know, especially being married to Tyler. You know,
I
I'm
think
sure.
she had that work ethic prior to Tyler, but I think that it helps to have someone on your side who is also living the same life as you.
I
And,
agree.
it gives you a work partner. I don't know how much they actually play together, but I know that it's valuable
I
to
agree.
have someone that's the same level of intensity as you, because he also has that work ethic. So it looks as though she overran the cue just a tad
Yeah,
on the
she
pink
left
floor.
herself a little hard, a little tough on the 4. But, you know, 2 rails back to the middle of the table, and she's BIL, back in line. You know, 1 rail up. Oh, she opted for the safe.
Right? She
It didn't execute that well. She
don't-
left Rita a shot. And I think, you know, I think Rita just makes the 5 and it naturally floats over for the, I mean, she just makes the 4 and it naturally floats over for the 5. I think she's got the perfect angle for that ball. Maybe a little right-hand English, just pocket the ball, and she should be on the 5.
No.
Uh-oh.
She took her extension. Something didn't quite feel right when she stepped into the line of the shot. That right there is the difference between a professional and an amateur
An
player.
amateur, absolutely.
Noticing that you don't feel right and taking the time to stand up and readjust. Oh boy.
She went forward. She took a chance by going forward. I think I would have just kind of stunned it over a little bit. I think she's good if she can just miss the top of the 8 ball. Oh, yeah. She'll miss the top for sure. Just pocket the 5, and it's just natural to get back on the 6. You just don't want to be straight in or on the rail.
All right, it's going to come off. Got a nice bounce there. Probably a little straighter than she would have liked, but
Nothing but a draw thing, baby.
Tina just totally sang on the stream. Right, she wants it to travel a bit.
Does she go 1 rail, or does she come out 2 back to the middle of the table?
I think she's going to drag it around too. She's got a
She
really
is.
big stroke, and she uses those extra rails.
It's a good shot.
To have that level of confidence in your ability is pretty impressive.
I agree. To just know it's there when you need it,
That's right.
you know?
Well, work plus effort. Here it is. These 2 ladies are probably the epitome of that.
The time that they put on the table.
All right, there we go. Rita Chou
First game to Rita.
takes rack number 1. It was her break, so at this point, she's holding serve. She's going to be racking for Margarita. So let's talk about our sponsors while they're racking. The sponsors for this event, RJH Custom Cues, the Tsunami Shaft, Olhausen Billiard Products, Raxx Pool Room, and Mezz Cues are the event sponsors here. This is a WPA sanctioned world ranking event. Tour sponsors here at the WPBA, Kamui, Diamond Billiard Products, Aramith and Simonis. The Perfect Rack is the official rack sponsor of the WPBA. We've got Big Family Custom Creations, Castillo Leather Goods, Howe Flash Carbon Shafts, Professional Howe Tips, as well as our newest sponsors here with the WPBA, Classic Billiards out of Florida. Margarita checking the rack to make sure it's to her liking. Although she can't touch it, she can check it. And we'll see how Margaret's break is working for her today.
I'll tell you, you know, since we changed the rules, it's not easy, you know, having the 9 ball on the spot. It kind of changes the rules for everybody.
Yeah.
It just, you know.
Although I think the international girls, it's a little more conducive to their comfort zone
Absolutely.
because they've used it more than we have.
Because they have to, right?
Right.
Because all their events are WPA sanctioned.
But I will say that the women, the American girls and the Canadian girls that haven't used it, I promise you, they're going to put the work in, and before long, we're all going to be on the same playing field. It's just right now, we're playing
Yeah,
a little
and we
bit
don't
of
have a
catch-up.
break box yet.
Yeah.
You
And we
know?
don't even have the break box yet.
Yeah, so they're giving it to us a little at a time, you know.
All right. So she did make a ball, but she
made a
doesn't
couple
have
balls.
but she doesn't have a good shot on the
She has
two.
no shot on the 2.
So it looks as though she may push.
Does she try? Yep. She's going to take it to the long rail. That kind of opens her up for Rita for a great safety, you know, just to top the 2 ball and bring the cue ball behind the 4, 6, 8, 9. Even the 5 helps.
So just a crossover
Ooh.
safety doesn't quite
She
get
doesn't
enough
try to
pace
get
on
that.
it.
Yeah. That 4 ball is still, you know, it's tricky. It doesn't have a pocket to go to. You know, she's got to get from the 2 to the 4. You know, unless she comes underneath the 5 and plays the 4 in the side pocket. Yeah, what she just was looking at. I think that's the only shot she has to get on the 4 is to go the 2 rails and let it float down between the 9 and the 6 and the 5. Oh, she went for the safe.
I think the safety was a smarter play just because of the position of the 4, but I would have liked to have seen her be a little bit more committed to getting the cue ball under that pack of balls there.
Yeah.
Maybe not thinking so much about the placement of the 2.
I think when you're playing, when you know that you're just playing safety, that you need to concentrate just on that cue ball.
Yeah, one or the other, right?
Yeah, and not be split. That's the second safety that Margarita has missed. And she missed 1 in the first game, and she just missed 1 in the second game. And, you know, I don't know from here. She's going to set up for the safe. Oh, get off the rail.
I think it goes on the side now that Margaret's moved the 9. So I think that she really wanted to fall on that left long rail for the pink 4. But now that is not an option. Now these ladies are on a 40-second shot clock. That was good that Rita's waiting for Wei in the top view. So they are on a 40-second shot clock with 1 40-second extension per rack and 60 seconds after the break. But while they're waiting for someone on the table next to them to shoot, they will stop the clock. It is not a punishment. It is just to keep the pace of play going here at the events.
Yeah, I think playing the 4 in the side is, I don't think it's a great idea. She's got to let the cue ball come up table, and she's got to hope to get between the 7 and the 8 and have an off the rail in order to get back on the 5 to have a good shot to get on the 6. Yeah, see, this is kind of what I was talking about.
Oh, and it's going to land almost perfect. Oh.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ran under it.
It was, yeah, I mean, you have to let your cue ball go on that and hope that you have that pace down on the table, you know. Maybe she'll hit the 8 ball and put the 5 to the rail and stick her behind the 9.
Very well played. This is an A-side matchup, Benjamin. These ladies are all, if anybody's interested in following along with the brackets, you can go to digitalpool.com. But also, I've put the link inside the description of this YouTube video.
Yeah, guys, don't forget to give us your thumbs up and subscribe and like our page. And if you're enjoying what you're hearing, please pass that on. Do it on all your devices. It only helps us out.
Right, so Margaret was very mindful of the shot clock. So she knew that she was in a spot there. She needed to get down and shoot the ball. 2 rails to the 5 ball, and she is going to get rewarded. Nice shot.
Oh, that was a great kick and stick.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and she broke out the 6-9. I think only Rita. I think she just. Oh, she's going for the 5 in the bottom right corner. That's bravery.
Well, it's early enough in the match that I think it's worth, risk versus
Oh, she missed the whole ball.
No, she thinned it. She touched it. She did touch it. Yeah, she did.
Oh.
It wiggled. It was just a wiggle, though.
Oh, she cut the paint off that ball, as I like to say.
Absolutely. All right. So thank you so much, Ozone Nightmare, for your $10 donation. We appreciate that. Every donation helps us grow. And as you can see, if you've been a fan for many, many years of our streaming, then you know that the quality has greatly improved, and that it's all thanks to the generosity of all of our fans. Without you guys, there was definitely no us. So we appreciate
She
that.
went for the shot.
She's going to get fortunate, I think.
She is going to get fortunate.
Put her in a spot there. Nothing wrong with that. She came under the 6, which is nice play. Unfortunate for Rita, but definitely a good thing for Margarita.
Yeah, I think she's got 2 rails either way she wants to go. She go the right 2 rails, or she go left 2 rails. She can even go 3 rails if she goes to the right. But that's tough. You can't even. Usually, you get lucky and you can see the paint of the ball. Rita's got nothing here. Okay, so she's looking at I'm going to say 3 rails because that's the safe shot to get the 5 ball back up table and leave the cue ball down at the top of the table. Oh, she just caught the corner of the side pocket.
All right, so Margarita comes to the table with ball in hand. I do believe someone asked in the chat about Margarita's hair. That's her natural hair color. So I don't know
I think
if
it's strawberry blonde.
I think her and Tyler, yes, they are very similar in their hair coloring, but it is not intentional. They were born that way. That was a cute question. All right, guys. So I'm going to leave you with Tina. I'm going to leave you with Tina, and I'm going to step away to finish my lunch/early dinner. So you guys enjoy the show.
Yeah, don't worry. She's not going far, so she'll be able to, say, hey. All right. She's straight in on the 6, a little drawback on the 7. She does want a little angle. I think she's on the wrong side of the 7 ball. I think she could still make it work. It's a little harder, but, a little top and come 1 rail straight back to get on the 8. This is my second time seeing Margaret play this weekend. And, man, she plays good. She is solid. She is steady Eddie. So is this whole tournament. We have a great, great group of women in this event from all over the world. She hit that 7 ball perfect. She's right on the 8. Just make the 8 and play the 9 in the bottom left, and we're 1-1. Well, it looks like she's drawing it out to play in the same pocket. All right. It's really exciting. I wish everybody could have to see what I get to see in these events, to see these amazing women play. All right, she makes the 9 to make it 1-1. She is going to rack for Rita. Thanks for the updates, guys. They just started at 5 o'clock. I thought it was too early to give live scores, but you guys are doing a great job. I love it that you guys are staying up on it. Thank you, Diva. Lonnie said not bad. Her food smells delicious, just so you know. She's having a chicken salad and it smells good. All right, she checked the rack. It looks good to her specifications, and here we go. Game number 3, Rita to break. Oh, looks like a dry break there. Does the 1 ball come out? No. I think we're looking at a push out. Trying to think the best place for a push out without giving up the rack and being able to get back down on the 2. You know, maybe to the first diamond on the top of the table. It takes away that cross side follow bank. It would force her to play safe or cut the 1 ball straight down in the pocket, in the bottom right pocket. Yes. Yes. The breaker can look at, they can check every rack, and if the breaker is not satisfied with the rack that they have provided, they can ask to be re-racked. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Get on that 2 is a little tough from here. Yeah. She had to get a lot out of that, and it kind of... Oh, is it going to go? Oh, it hangs. And Margarita is hooked. She got fortunate. Rita did. I took the long rail away from her. Oh, she went for the jump stick. Maybe she's going to go rail first and try to come around and maybe miss the 8-6 and try to get on the 2, the right side of the table. She's still deciding how to get there. Yeah. There's her little jumper. I think it's not as long as you think it is. I think if you just clear the 5 ball and get to the short and get in rail first it. Oh, she hit the 9. Okay, so that's going to give Rita ball in hand. It will make it a little easier to get down on the 2. I think 1 to the 2 is the shot here. And depending where she gets on the 2, she could get funny on the 3. Yep, spin it down. Boy. Put some left-hand English on the 2-ball, a little left, maybe a half a Q-tip to a Q-tip of left to come in between the 4 and the 7 to get to the 3. And the 4 is sitting right there. I think she'd be okay. Oh, she decided to go 2 rails back. Is she going to clip the 5? Yeah, she made the 5 just a little bit tougher. It still goes in the side or the corner. She's good on the 3. A little right English to come over for the 4. Yeah, I just don't see any problems in this rack. Just stay calm and collected and make your balls, and I think Rita will be okay. Thank you, Benjamin. After this game, we'll do score checks, the matches. And if I can read them, I will. Maybe I'll get my glasses out now. Looks like she's straight in on the 6 where she could just draw back and get on the 7. But you want to be careful you don't overdraw it. Coming up short is better than being long. Okay, maybe she's going to play it in the side. All right, she's on the 8-ball good. Just float down for the 9 in the lower left pocket and the top left pocket. And Rita will be up 2-1 over Margarita Fefilova Styer. Good job, Rita. Let's look at the scores. We have Christina Tpke and Sophia Mass tied at 0. Savannah Easton is up 3-1 over Kaylee McIntosh. Wei Wei is up 2-0 over Nina. And Bean is up 2-1 over Pia. Veronique Menard is up 2-0 on Allison Fisher. Christina Slateva is up 2-0 on Shu Xing Chang. And Janet Altwell is up 1-0 over Olivia Chang. All right, we are ready for the next rack. Rita racked the rack. Margarita is checking the rack to make sure it's to her specifications. I believe every game in this match will be 1-0 innings. Looks like she's putting a little low left on it, maybe the 1 ball on the side. And there it went. All right, a couple balls down for Margaret. Oh, man, I don't know if she has a shot on the 2. Let's take a look. Oh, I think she could see the whole ball. I don't know if she can make it, but she could definitely see it. Remember, the ladies are on a 40-second shot clock with 1 extension per game. She gets down. It's tough to get on a 3 from here. She does play the safe. Run. Nice shot. Well, I guess we should have just stayed in there. Looks like she could kick it 1 rail and maybe get it some separation here. Maybe put a you know, a little right hand English on it to separate the balls. As she tried, clip the 5. It's hard to say if she can see that 2 ball or not, Margaret. Oh, she can see it. So maybe just a little right hand English to hold herself for the 3 to get to the long rail. 4 goes, 5, 6, yeah. I just don't see if she can get this 2 down and get on the 3. I think she's sitting okay. Nice shot. Hold up, hold up. Wow. Well, that's not the shot. That's not the leave she wanted on the 3. But, you know, if anybody can make it work, I know Margarita can. Maybe a little top left. And roll the 3 down. Well, play safe. Nice shot. If Rita's a jumping girl, she might be getting the jump stick out now to get some separation here. Yeah, I don't think she's jumping it to make it. I think she's just going to jump it to try to get some separation, get the 3 ball to the top of the table, and do her very best to leave the cue ball down at the bottom. Oh, she hits the 8 ball. Did she get fortunate? I can't see. No, she left Margaret straight in. She could just... Looks like she's got to come out a little bit, get away from the rail. So she has a good shot on the 4 to get on the 5. The 6 is sitting in the hole. And that gets her on the 8. And this game is over. Oh, look at that. She played it in the side and came around 2 rails. Run. Good shot. Another 2 rail here to get on 5. Yes, I believe Savannah streams all her own matches. And you can find that on Facebook. But we prefer you guys to stay here and listen to us. Good shot. Oh, perfect position. It's a little draw. Maybe with a little left to give herself an angle on the 6 to get on the 8 and a stop shot. Yeah. I'm feeling pretty confident that Margarita is out from here. Oh, thank you, Biggs. I don't know, Dan. Rita's not somebody to toy with. The girl can play. That is correct, James. Maybe a little drawback, stop shot here on the 8 to get on the 9 in the bottom right corner. And we are looking at a 2-2 game. 2-2 match. Here we go. Nice out, Margarita. All right, we have a 2-2 match here. Margarita's going to rack for Rita. Yeah, there's so many good matches going on right now that I wish we had a live stream on all 8 tables, because there's not one bad match in the house tonight on this round. She's checking the rack, and then Rita will probably come and double check. Oh, you know, sometimes when you play with the template rack and you use it too much, it just doesn't work anymore. And you get separation of balls. And that's what we look for. We're not looking to make sure that you don't know how to use a template rack. You know, the racks get old and they have wear on them also, and they quit racking perfect. So it's not saying anything bad about your opponent's racking. All right, we have the 5 ball down, the 1 ball down. Does she get shape on the 2? Oh, she's a little jacked up over the 6. If she can make the 2, it almost looks natural to get on the 3. Welcome back, Lonnie.
Hey, that salad was so yummy.
It smelled yummy. It looked yummy.
I was sitting here before I took the break to eat, and I'm just smelling it, right? And I was like, okay, Tina, I'm sorry, but I have to eat. So here we are. This is a good match, 2-2, huh?
Yeah. I said it earlier. I think this match is one and done kind of match.
Yeah, one inning to the table.
Yeah, you get one shot. Make the best of it. These women play great.
So Margarita, actually, I'm not sure that they've changed it inside Digital Pool yet, but her shirt does say Styer. I actually call her Margarita Fefilova Styer. But I think she's such a talent in our sport that I think you guys would recognize her if she had a paper bag on. So
I agree.
I think that the jersey is they're just new, and so I think that going forward, I'm sure it'll all get changed over if she so chooses.
She's a little tough here on the 4 ball to get on the 6. I don't know if the 6 actually has a pocket. I don't know if it goes by the 7. We're going to find out. Maybe a little right-hand English and clip it. Oh, she tried it. Oh, does she fall in the window for a shot?
Tina's doing the lean back on it.
Oh, she got in the window. It's not an easy shot, but she's in the window. And to make this shot, she's going to run into the 7. She's going to have to get fortunate and not just slam at it.
She's trying not to move. She sees Nina behind her trying to line up her shot, so she didn't really want to be in her line of sight. Nina stood up a couple times, but I think Rita knows that it's just time to go. Right, nice touch there. Oh, it wiped its feet a little, but it got it in there.
Yeah.
The right speed there.
The right speed, and she's good on the 7. A couple rails, and she's, to the first diamond, middle of the table, she's okay. Up table, 1 rail on the 9. Like I said, this is not a match that, the ladies are going to give you a couple innings. If you blink your eye, you're going to miss the game.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you guys, I'm really happy you guys are here watching with us. And keeping in tune with all the ladies and following the brackets. you know.
Well, and then just following not only us, but all of our stars, right? Like watching Sophia and Savannah streams. We appreciate that you guys do that for them. We also appreciate that you make sure to be here with us too. So,
Right.
you know, the fact that so many of you probably have 3 devices going right now, we appreciate your support on all levels. So thank you for being a part of that. All right, and this 9-ball, a little bit of a tester, but I think she's going to be just fine.
And
Good.
there we are,
Drains
3-2. Holding serve, we are here. Nobody's lost serve yet.
All right, what do we got going on in the room? It looks like Christina and Sophia are not live scoring their match, but it looks as though it's 4-2. Savannah and Kaylee are 3-3. Wei Su Chen is up 3-0 over Nina Torvund at the moment. Bean is up 3-1 over the killer Filler. And looks like Allison Fisher is 3-2 over Veronique. Christina Zlateva is up 3-1 over Chiang. Janet Atwell 2-1 over Olivia Chang. So good matches going on in the room. Definitely lots of good matches. Just, you know, it's the A side. So right now, all the matches are great. It's almost difficult to pick which match is going to be better than the other one to watch, to send to the viewers, right? But I think this match here was a no-brainer for us. I think Margarita is, I'm actually going to find her detail sheet. I have Rita's somewhere as well. All right, Margarita to break. All right, so a dry break there by Margaret. So let's talk a little about Rita Chou. Chieh-Yu Chou. She currently resides in New Taipei City. She was born in Taipei. She's a Predator-sponsored player as well as Hoya Bit and Jin Lee Power. She has the 2023 9-ball World Championship, also the 2022 10-ball World Champion. She also won the Soaring Eagle 2024 WPBA Soaring Eagle Masters last year. So she's made quite a footprint inside the WPBA in her short time. She's only played in a few events with us, but every time she shows up, she's a force to be reckoned with. Her current ranking is number 20 on the WPBA. Margaret, on the other hand, is born in Belarus. She currently resides in Wisconsin with her husband, Tyler Styer. She is a current number 2 ranked player.
I'm hitting buttons I shouldn't.
Yeah, she's sponsored by 60 Viking Q's Kamui brand and Jam Up Apparel. She's also our 2024 Olhausen Colorado Classic champion. You know, I do think something is really to be made mention with when it comes to Margarita. So she has 32 national championships in Belarus. She's not even 32 years old. It's impressive.
That's really impressive.
It's really impressive.
That's really impressive.
I have to give her props there. That's one of my favorite things, statistics about Margarita, is the fact that she has so many national titles and she's not even that many years old. Very impressive.
And she fell in love with an American, and here she is.
Here she is. Lucky us, right?
Yeah.
Like, I think Margarita is fitting in beautifully here in the U.S.
Oh, absolutely.
And
She's
people
got
love her.
Yeah, she's got a great fan base.
Ron says Rita kind of scares me. She's pretty scary, and she's really very, very nice. But she is super competitive, and what is she doing?
She was showing me the back for
Her jacket?
Yeah, her jacket. I have
Okay.
one that's red.
All right. So Rita is phenomenal, and She is super fun and super kind, super nice. And not only that, but one of the most talented players on the planet. So we're blessed to have her here at the WPBA. I think she does nothing but make us better.
Well, I'll tell you, she does travel all around the world, and to pick this event, to come to America to play in our events, has to say something. She's, you know, she's someone to be reckoned with on a pool table.
Yeah, absolutely. And there you have it. She
There is the
extends her
first
lead.
break.
Yeah, she extends her lead by 2. Looks like the ladies above, Nina Torvund and Wei Su Chen, are taking their break. Margarita is going to be racking. Chou has an opportunity to extend it even more with a good break here.
Yeah, a good break.
Yeah.
A couple times she's come up dry, so, you know, she's looking to make at least the 1 ball on the break, you know, and giving herself a chance to go up 2 games or 3 games over Margaret. If she can just stay at the table and dictate the shots and the safeties if need be, you know, that's what we're looking for.
Absolutely. Yeah. Oh, yeah. New level. Yeah, absolutely. We've got some just amazing stars coming out of the juniors.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
We have
so
3
many
of them
good.
here.
Jordan Helfrey, Sophia Mast is just making, I mean, she's a world champion. She's amazing. Savannah Easton, not a world champion yet, but I'm sure it's on its way.
It's in her list.
Yeah, she's got her sights set on it. But she just so talented. And then you got the young Jordan Helfrey, who's the youngest player here this weekend. I think she's 13.
Yeah, she's 12 or 13.
Yeah, she's amazing.
She plays good. She's
So-
always someone to be reckoned with and not take lightly, you know, when you're playing her. You know, I had the unfortunate pleasure of being on the opposite end of that in one of the events. Oh, cue ball in the side. Oh, is that
She
heartbreaking?
all in. She's all in. She does the
Oh.
lean back every time something crazy happens.
We're not forgetting Kennedy. Kennedy is 20 years old. She doesn't play in the juniors. She's a full-time WPBA member, so she does play in all of our stops. But our 3 juniors are Savannah, Sophia, and Jordan Helfrey. Oh, our vice president showing us a picture that we took, and good for her. Here we are. Marguerite's got ball in hand on the 2. 1 rail, right middle of the table. Oh, this might make it a little difficult. She'll still have 2 rails to get back on the 5 to the right side of the table. She might be a little straight on the 3. Oh, she hit that nice. She's looking. I think she's got a little angle. It might be the wrong side of the ball. But if anybody knows Margarita, she's going to figure it out. She is Miss Steady Eddie. Nice shot. I don't know if that 6 goes by the 8. She might have to come back out to the middle of the table. Looks like she's on the right side of the 5 ball. She's looking now. She'll go 2 rails underneath the 6, between the 6 and the 8. She's looking. Well, let's take an overhead. Well, yeah, let's take an overhead look. Yeah, she's just a little on the wrong side of the ball. She'll go 1 rail out or 2 rails in between. 2 rails in between. Oh, 7 ball. She's getting the jump stick. She doesn't even think twice about it. Little jump draw here. She could play the 7 straight up the table on the top right. If she can get a little draw out of it, she could play the 7 in the bottom right. Oh, she misses it. Does she get lucky? Oh, no, she got fortunate and puts the 6 ball on the top rail. I think she could put this 2 rails behind the 7-8 and put her on the long rail with the 9. It's not easy, but that's the safety I see. Unless she kicks it 1 rail. Yep. Oh, how unlucky. All right. Here we are. It looks like she's got a good angle on the 6 to just punch over for the 7. Not much angle, but enough to get to the middle of the table. Maybe on the other side of the side pocket. I see her putting a little top left on it, so I'm thinking that's what she's doing. Oh, no. Oh, maybe she can see that. Oh, she lucked out. Good for her. What a great shot. All she has to do is make the 7. She's on the 8 to get on the 9. And she'll be 1 game down. That's that fighting passion that we all have for this game that we're doing, that you see these ladies doing right now. And off the table, they're friends. But right now, not even close. Little draw. Good shot. Well, if Margarita makes the 9, we'll be a 4-3. She will be back on serve. Nice out, Margarita. Biggs. I could see a hill here also. These ladies are fighting for every ball. Nothing is easy at this level. Hold on. Look who we have here, our Vice President, Brittany Bryant. Hello. And that is our beautiful picture of all our ladies playing in this event here at the Raxx. Hi, guys. All right. Margarita to break here. Down 4-3 on serve.
All right, everybody, real quick, I'm going to jump back in here. Say thanks to Brittany Bryant, who made a special appearance on the stream there. Just so you guys know, during our next match, that poster that you saw Brittany holding, we've got a special treat for some of our fans in the very next match. So make sure that you come back for the 7 o'clock round, because we're going to do something really cool with that poster and our live stream fans.
Oh,
So-
that is awesome.
So make sure that you're tuning in and get your, if you think you got a chance at winning that, make sure you get your payment method set up in your YouTube, because we're gonna do something really cool with that. Jan. I will make sure she knows that. I don't want to forget about that. I will have her contact you. Or you can contact her as well. You can email Brittany at Brittany, Brittany, at WPBA.com.
Yeah.
So if you want to communicate with her, you can send her an email.
2 rails back to the 2. Slow down, Whitey. Where are you going? Wow. That ball just never stopped. Yeah. That's a tough cut from here. I don't know. I think I'd play safe. But I'm not Margarita. I don't play like her, and she comes up with some amazing shots. So who knows if she can hold this ball with some low left and come back to the middle of the table for the 3, because that would absolutely be the shot here.
All right, Grumpy One. Nope, you're going to be right here on the stream. It'll be right here. So don't go anywhere. Well, we'll have to reboot after this match. But for our next match, starting at 7 o'clock Eastern time zone, we're going to do something really cool for anybody. For anybody that is willing to donate a small amount to get entered into a drawing for that really cool poster. Limited edition. It can't be done anywhere else, and we won't sell them anywhere else. This is it. So make sure you guys are here if you want a chance at that.
Well, she made a great shot on the 2 and clipped the 7. She looks like she's good on the 3 to get on the 5. No little follow. Yeah. Oh, she ran it in. Oh.
Hey, what's up, Amanda? How you doing?
That was unfortunate.
Hey, Jan. It is Brittany, which you have spelled correctly at WPBA.com. I don't know if I should put it in the chat, but I guess I'm saying it out loud, so there's that. She is our board member.
She's
So
our vice president now,
She's
right?
our vice president.
Yeah. Go Brittany.
Girl power.
Yeah. Looks like she might be straight in. She's looking to draw the ball, maybe come up on the left side of the 9. Yeah. Here we are, another break of serve.
Right, extending the lead back to 2 again.
All right, Rita is up 5-3. Check out some scores around the room here.
Looks like Sophia Mast is up 4-2 over the Crystal. Savannah Easton is up 5-3 over Kaylee McIntosh. Wei Su Chen is up 5-0 over the young gun Nina Torvand. Bean Hung is up 5-1 over Pia Filler. It looks like Allison is up 5-2 over Veronique Menard. Christina Zlateva and Chang are in a battle at 3-3, and Janet Atwell and Olivia Chang are currently sitting at 2. Lots of good matches going on. These are all A-side matches. Bad eyesight, I don't do it well. Let's put it that way.
It's hard to multitask.
It is very difficult.
And, Lonnie does the best that she can. And, she still plays really good. If she knows she doesn't have to worry about the stream and she's got knowledgeable people sitting back here, she can concentrate on what she loves to do herself. We're all here because we love the game, and Lonnie makes it a little harder on herself by taking on the stream herself. I said, yeah, so, yep, good job, Bad. Yep. Lonnie deserves all the kudos, that is for sure.
Yeah, it's not an easy fade. I mean, it's a struggle, and occasionally I catch it where I can balance it all. Sometimes I feel like I'm, some days you're the windshield, other days you're the bug kind of thing.
Right.
Today I definitely feel like the bug, but sometimes I feel like the windshield, and I'll come in and I'm able to balance and micromanage or multitask and then other times it's difficult. So This weekend I was a little distracted. I did not have the best draw, so it meant I had to play at the top of my level, and I was just not successful at it. It was too much, too distracted. That's okay. That's how it works.
Yeah, she didn't have much shot on
No,
that.
it was awkward. Although I do favor her to. She should have made that. I do believe, but we all know how that works sometimes. A little give up in that stroke, though. I felt like.
A little
Yeah,
deceleration.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so here's Margarita. Decent starting shot. 2-7 combination. Just wants to be mindful the cue ball doesn't travel too far.
Yeah, maybe up by the center pocket. She'll be okay.
Oh,
Oh, I don't know how she's going to like that. Jacked up over the 8 ball in the middle of the table. I don't know if she can even reach that. And a 3 on the left rail, short rail, bottom of the table. Well, I've been surprised before, so, you know,
this is such
she's
a
going to pull
difficult.
something.
Yeah,
It is
this,
difficult.
I
She's
mean,
going to pull something out here.
no matter
I
how
just have a feeling.
yeah, no matter how smooth that you try to be, it's just so awkward. You're naturally putting down spin on the ball, trying to make good solid connection with the cue ball. She needs to play with maybe a little bit of right hand English. Yeah, she tried. It just really
She
was
just
so
took
hard.
too much ball.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
she hit it too full. I understand what she was trying to do, but, you know, it's tough when you're tree-topped over a ball. You know, I forgot she was right-handed. If it was me, I would have been all kinds of in trouble, me being left-handed. I think from here I'd go to the bottom rail, uh, one rail and kick the 3 to the bottom of the rail and slide back, try to slide back under the 5 and get a lot of separation. Looks like she's going for the pot. So the make of the ball.
all right, a little bit of pace.
She
Hoping
get lucky?
She gets a roll.
Oh, she gets fortunate.
And I think that's why playing it with that type of pace is beneficial versus trying to slow kick it in. Because you may get fortunate on the rolls, right?
Yeah. I just find it hard to believe that these women at their caliber in their games are relied on hitting a ball and getting a roll. You know, I think
Well,
everything is calculated,
oh,
especially with Margarita.
absolutely.
I mean, she is so precise in everything that she does. I mean, from her footwork to her routine, everything is just point on.
Oh,
Look
wow.
at Rita. Go, girl. Slow down, Whitey. Whoa. What a shot. Nice shot, Rita. She jumps that ball in like it was nothing into the side pocket. Lonnie's doing it. Here comes the replay.
So good. Oh, fortunate. I
That she
say
kept-
fortunate. Tina doesn't like it, but it's true. And that she doesn't scratch with that much pace on the ball. It's not like she intends to scratch, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, she already
Right.
looked up at the sky knowing she overhit that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's tough when you have to thin cut, back cut a ball and try to hold it to the middle of the table. You know, because you're putting the running English on it, and it's naturally just going to keep rolling until it stops.
Mm-hmm.
Does she play safe, or do you think she goes for it and one in the side? If she plays it one on the side, she's got that. She could come down to the top rail and back up for the 8. You know, if she plays safe, you know, she could put her on the bottom rail and leave the cue ball on the top rail. Yeah, she went for the bank. Does she get fortunate? She does. Yeah, that's a tough bank from there.
All right, so here we are. A little awkward. Let's go to the overhead and see just how close to that side pocket she is. So she crosses over the 6, the side pocket gets real big.
Yeah, the point on the side pocket, she could get fortunate. She crosses it and hits the point, and the cue ball comes back up table.
I think she's gonna Z bank it.
Yeah,
Just try to get
I
it to
think
the
the
short
safety
rail.
is a smarter play here.
She's gonna Z
Yeah,
bank it, put the cue
just get
ball on the
some
end rail.
get some distance.
Smart shot.
Yeah, let Rita figure it out.
She's got a couple different options here. She may be able to bank the 6 up and put the cue under the 8. She could
Put the 6 under the 8. Yeah, that's what
Play
I'm
it with
thinking.
a little outside English. Make sure she misses the 9.
Put a little left and, oh. I don't think she was looking at doing that. I think she was looking at putting the 6 up on the 8 and trying to come on the other side of the 9 and just caught it too thin.
Amanda, no. Weirdly enough, like I was in communication with the pool room owner prior to the event. Imagine that. I usually do. I knew that this venue had steel beams in the ceiling, and I asked, and perimeter lights, or well, not perimeter lights. These are the perceptive lighting, I do believe is the name. And that allowed us to put an overhead camera and still have great light quality. So I reached out, and sure enough, I was able to get the dimensions, and we had a camera that would work for that. Funny story behind that, there's a gentleman that streams here, and I got here, and he had a camera mounted in the same place, in the exact same brand of camera that I have for that particular overhead view. And I was able to basically jailbreak his camera and put it into our stream.
Jailbreak.
in a general way, without being extremely what do you call it, techie. I don't want to get too technical, so I'll just confuse people at home. So basically I logged into his camera, and I did ask if I could use it. I did have the owner call him, and then I got to meet him, so thank you to Michael. And yeah, so he was like, you can get in there, and I was like, yeah, I could totally use it if you don't mind. And he was like, oh, okay, well, I'm gonna come down because I'd like to see all of this craziness that you do. So he came down, and I met him the other day and had a long conversation about tech stuff, and here we are. Score is 5-4 in favor of Rita Chou.
Oh, looks like a dry break. Get in there, 1.
Oh,
Leaves her a good shot on the 1
yeah.
to start.
Margarita's had a couple dry breaks in the set. I think the scoreline may be a tad different if that wasn't the case.
Yeah. Thanks, Jerry. You're right. Tomorrow we do have 5 matches back to back starting at 11 o'clock to get down to the final 4. Thank you for reminding us, Jerry. And love that you're watching and keeping us in line.
Oh, he's already figured out I don't listen very well. I get myself in trouble on a regular basis.
All right. I think getting to the 4 to the 5 here is, a little tricky. If she can miss that 7 ball, I think that 5 goes by the 9. Yeah, great shot. Yeah, 1 rail. She could go 1 rail, 2 rail to get back to the 5 by the side pocket. She's sitting pretty.
Yeah, the 5 it does go past the 9, correct?
Yeah, it goes both ways.
She's definitely a 2 rail player. You don't see her she almost always.
Yeah, goes 2 rails.
Yeah, she almost always goes 2 rails. Oh, you're a funny guy, Jerry.
Well, I can tell you that I touched the buttons again, and I did mute her again. I keep hitting the wrong button.
He's being facetious.
I know he is.
Ada would be proud of me for using that word, just so you guys know.
Oh, would she?
Yeah. We have big words of the day around here.
Oh, she was straight. She was straight in on that ball. She tried to power it over.
I think that she's all right.
Yeah, she might have to manipulate this ball a little bit. Maybe run into the 9 or try to go between the 9 and the 8 with a load of right English. But you said she likes to use the 2 rails, so, you know, here we are.
She may be able to just drag it over.
No, she had to hit the 9.
Had to hit the 9.
Yeah.
Right, good shot.
Yeah, she hit it full. She's sitting pretty. To go up 2 again.
I really think the tail of the tape kind of lies in Margarita's break in this match.
I missed what you just said.
The tail of the tape just kind of sits in Margaret's break.
Yes.
The dry breaks are really causing her some chaos because she's having a hard time, keeping control in those situations.
And it's kind of middle to late in the match to be coming up with breaks like that. In the beginning, Chou had 2 dry breaks, and she scratched on a break. And the tables just didn't lie good for Margarita to finish the racks.
Absolutely.
But again, Rita is up 6-4, and she's breaking. But just know, in a race to 8, alternate breaks, 2-game lead means nothing. Means nothing. It takes 1 shot, and it's just back even.
And then to be fair, if Rita breaks here and Margarita is able to take advantage of this rack, she has the break next. That could easily be the 2-game sweep.
Absolutely. That's exactly what I was talking about. 2 games is nothing. You need to have a good 3-game point lead. So if you lose your break and they have 2 break, they win that game and they break and run, you're still up 1. You're not even or down a game. Let's see what Rita does here on her break. Last time she scratched. All right, 1 in the side. She's got 2. She made 2 balls on the break. It looks like the 8 ball is in her way to make the 2. Yeah, and it's not even sitting in the middle of the pocket. She's going to have to cut this ball. And almost, that's hard to say if she can get around the 9 here and hope that that 2 ball comes out a little bit after she makes the 8. But I think she's going to be on the wrong side of the 2 to hold it for the 3. So we'll see here. See what she comes up with. She's putting low ball on it, so she can get around the 9, I guess. Yeah, that was tough because it wasn't sitting in the pocket.
All right, here's that opportunity we discussed.
We just discussed it. Yep. And the table is her oyster right now. And if anybody can exploit a mistake, it is Margarita.
Right, she wants it to sit up. She didn't want it to follow the 8 in. You'll notice Margaret, she gets up, she puts her cue down exactly where she wants to go, and she's very consistent about doing that. When she gets comfortable, it is absolutely in her routine.
Absolutely.
Every time. Every single time. Her work ethic is second to none. I never doubt that with her. I'm actually impressed by it. Some of us are a little bit lazy, right? Margaret is never lazy.
No, she's not lazy.
Never lazy.
No, she knows exactly what it takes. She puts 100% into every single shot.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. She just doesn't, nothing is nonchalant for her.
So she looked as though she went around and walked it out. At first, I thought maybe she was going to lay up and just try to stay under the 9 to cut the 4 in, but I don't really think that's conducive. She needs to come 2 rails back out to the center of the table.
You are absolutely correct. That's exactly what I'm looking at. And then it's just a natural shape to get on the 6. Trying to hold it, I think, just causes problems.
Well, and it's
unnecessary.
Really, yeah, her only position if she were to do that. That's why I was a little confused, but it looks like she was just looking at the line of her ball.
Oh,
Okay.
she did try
She
it.
stayed under it.
Yeah.
All right. So
Lucky
this
for her,
must,
she didn't get tree topped over the 9.
yeah, this is a little different than I actually initially thought it was. I thought it was going to be a lot steeper than that. So she's perfectly fine.
Yeah. Looks good.
From the main table view, I thought if she stayed under the 9, it was going to be a very steep cut, but that was not the case.
No, she hit the 3 ball good.
All right, nice touch.
She gave herself a nice little angle. She can just roll up a little bit and play the 7 in the side, or draw it back and play it in the bottom left, top left corner. What does she do? One rail out and play it in the bottom right corner. One rail out, bottom right corner. Oh. She might look like she's straight in here. Then, now it's all speed control from here.
Pretty close.
Yeah. I guess she could punch it over a little bit and give herself a little bit of an angle on the 9 in the bottom left corner. Or she could draw it back to at least to the side pocket and be safe.
You can see how straight her cue is aligned with her body from that view.
Yeah, fantastic shot.
All right, and this 9 ball to get to 5. Scoreline currently 6-5 in favor of Chou.
With Margarita breaking.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Has her chance to, this is her chance to tie up the match.
Let's hear a little word from our number 1 player, Miss Christina Tpke.
I'm Christina Tpke, the number 1 in the world, and you're watching WPBA on YouTube.
Oh, that's cute.
She points at the camera too. She's like, and you are watching. I love me some Christina. I'm not going to lie. That's my girl right there.
We're getting down to the back end of the match here.
Business end.
The business end.
All right, it's a 3-2 race. This is a race to 8.
This is a winner side match, so nobody can be eliminated tonight.
Nope, one of them is just going to be taking the scenic route back through.
Yeah. And boy, I feel sorry for whoever is on that receiving end of one of these two
I
players.
don't think there's a good way to go either way. Both, I mean, the A side is just stacked monsters.
Stacked.
And the B side is too. I mean, there is no easy route through this tournament. Whoever wins this event is going to play great.
And it's going to deserve it.
She's going to have to work for it. So whether it's one of these two is yet to be seen.
All right, 2 ball down. 1 ball down. No shot on the 3. Yeah, she hasn't had much love on her breaks. Kind of a little congestion. Maybe she mishit the rack. You've got 5 balls. 6 balls down there. She made 2 on the break and 6 balls congested. 6 balls congested. Is there a good rollout where Rita has got a tough shot to make safe? You kind of want to roll out to tempt them to make the ball because the safety is just as hard. As long as she can get her on a rail, I think she's going to be okay. Oh, came off a little bit. Rita put a little left-hand English on this, and she's got 5, 8, 9 to block her, to block the cue ball. Yep, just like that. Looks like Margaret's looking at 2 rails to get some distance. Maybe get lucky and kick the 3 in the corner pocket. A little right-hand English is going to go a long way here on this shot. There is a 7 p.m. match. I believe, here we are. 2 rails. Oh! All right, she might have got fortunate there. Hitting the 6 ball and leaving the cue ball in the middle of the top of the table. Yeah, Rita's looking a little perplexed. That is Allison Fisher right there on your right in the blue. All right, Rita chose the safe, and Margaret's got a great safety here. 1 rail right behind the 8-5-9 and put that cue ball right on the rail underneath the 6. And that will take, if she hits it good and puts it on the rail, that leaves a really tough kick. Let's see. Oh, she might give her the window. That's hard to, I think she might see. I think Rita can see the left hand of the left side of the 3 ball. Nope, she's going for her jump stick. Jerry, it's like you're here with us. Here we go. We're going in the air. Oh, she tried to make it. That was close. Does she get a fortunate roll? No. The 4 ball's tough to get on. It's really only has 1 pocket to go into, unless that 7 and 4 is, you know, straight in to the bottom right corner. It looks like Margarita might have just enough angle to put a little English and run up the right side of the table and play the 4 in the lower left pocket. We'll see. She's looking at it hard. That just tells me she might be straight, a little straighter than she'd like to be. She had, all right, she's a pro. Yeah, she's looking. Yeah, I think she's got just enough angle to run the cue ball on the right, up the right side of the table. Oh, she hit the 6. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Is she looking at the carom? She is. I guess it could be a 2-way shot here. You know, if she makes the carom shot, you know, she's going to have to play safe on the 4. And if she misses the carom shot, Rita's coming to the table with not a shot on the 4. So I think she's playing a 2-way here. Nope, just 1 way. She's just, you know, forget that. I'm just playing safe. Yeah, gives her a tough ball to jump. That 6 ball might be a little close for Rita to get over. Rita might have to go to the top rail and kick at the 4 down table. Yeah, it looks like that's exactly what she's doing. Yeah, guys, hit that like button. Like, subscribe. I mean, you know, this is free for for you guys. We don't charge any kind of fees. We do accept donations to help with our stream and make it better for everybody. And I hope you guys all enjoy it all day. Every tournament, we're live for all the matches. Nice shot, Margarita. All right, here we go. She's got to play this combo, this 5-6 combo, and hope that the 8 doesn't impede, or that 5 ball doesn't come out and she doesn't have a shot. She's wasting no time. She's like, I see it, Tina. Come on, 9 ball. All right, she's got it. Checking out where she needs to be at on that wonderful 7 to get her on the 8, and we could be 6-6 with Rita to break. Little right-hand English here. Come off 2 rails. Oh, a little left. She put a little left on that and came out. She could see more of that 4 ball than I thought. All right, here we go. Oh, looks like she might be a little straight in. She might have to draw it back to get on the 9. Oh, you can put a little top left on it and come 1 rail, but that'll put you closer to the rail. So I think she's going to go for she is going for the top left 2 rails. 1 rail. Yeah. A little harder than she liked. Oh, she missed it. Oh. Oh. Margarita's going to be thinking about that 9 ball that she missed to go up to tie the match up at 6-6. Rita makes this. She'll be on the hill and up 2 games and breaking. All right. Rita makes it to the hill first. 7-5. Rita's break. Looks like we're taking a timeout here, guys. Rita looks like she's taking her break. Let's look at some scores around the room. All right. We have Christina Tpke down 6-5 over Sophia Mass. Savannah Easton and Kaylee McIntosh 5-5. What a match that is. Nina and Wei 7-2.
Wei's on the hill.
Wei is on the hill, and so is Bean 7-3 over Pia Filler. Veronique Menard and Allison Fisher. Allie is up 7-3. Christina Slateva is down 4-3 on Chang, and Janet Atwell is up 5-3 over Olivia Chang. Remember, these are all winner side matches, and nobody is out of the tournament. I believe the losers of this round play in our 7 o'clock round. Match up with our 5 o'clock players that won their matches.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So the losers here will be right back at it at 7 o'clock.
Yeah, I think that's how it's running.
Okay. That's good. That means the A side and the B side are finally starting to mesh.
Right. Say hello to Allie, everybody. She's giving us her appearance again. All right, we're still on break. Still waiting for Rita to return to the match. Please remember to hit those like and subscribe. That really helps our channel out and helps us. And donations helps provide up-to-date equipment so we can give you the best stream possible every time we have a tournament. You know, Lonnie's always looking for her new gear. You know, she's always shopping.
Winners here play at 1 tomorrow. Losers here play at 11 a.m. tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Thanks, Jerry.
So we're not at that point where
No,
we're
tomorrow
joining
we
yet.
will be.
Yeah.
Yeah, 5 matches tomorrow starting at 11. Back-to-back matches with no break. Usually we get an hour and a half break. We have a match at that time tomorrow. I talked to Dean earlier.
What's up, Drone Shots? Thanks for tuning in. I'm sure you guys are enjoying the commentary from Miss Tina Larson. She's doing a great job while I'm kind of back-ending some things going on in here.
Hey, Romero. How are you, sweetie?
What up, Ramiro?
Where'd you come up with the name Dopey Montana? That is nowhere near Mexican,
All right.
Romero.
Okay, guys. All right, so it looks like the players may be taking a slight break.
All right,
You
Rita's
guys-
back.
Let's enjoy.
Yeah, Rita just got back. She's getting her glove and she's preparing to break.
Is Margaret still at the table?
Yeah, I didn't think Margaret left. She racked the balls, I think.
No, Margaret has
Oh,
stepped
she
away.
did stepped away. Okay.
All right, real quick, guys, let's do a quick commercial. Thank you to Mezz, one of the headlining sponsors for this event.
All right, we're back in action here. Rita check in. She is breaking on the hill. 7-5 against Margarita Fefilova. It's been a great match. It's just been back and forth. And just remember, no lead is safe. You know, we're breaking with the 9-ball on the spot. That's new for the first time in the WPBA. So we don't have a break box. There's no 3-point rule. All right, she drops the 2-ball. 9-ball is moving. 1-ball's gone. The 3-ball's tied up on the rail. Well, she doesn't have a good look at the 3-ball. She drops the 1 and the 2. No shot on the 3. A tough safety. I don't know. Maybe put some left-hand English on it and put it right in front of the 9-ball. And put the cue ball. Maybe she can cut it. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, great shot. That I like to call just a containing safe. Just, you know, if my opponent gets lucky and makes a ball, then I don't get back to the table, but it's just kind of saying, you know, go ahead. She's looking at one rail, maybe trying to play the 3-ball off the 5 and get some distance. Oh, she tried to make it. One rail.
Good effort.
It was a great effort. I can't say that, you know, I would even thunk of that.
Is that a word?
Thunk.
Thunk?
Thought. All right, we got some cheers going on out there.
So I think Sophia Mast just,
I think it might have been Allison and Vero.
I'm not sure. I think Sophia Mast just defeated Christina Tpke.
Oh,
And she got her, Sophia just got Christina in Colorado last year too.
oh, did she?
So I'm curious how Christina, yeah, Sophia's pretty pumped up.
Good for her. She's been playing great.
She has.
Rita overstroked it. She missed the pocket. And it, all right. This is the chance that Margarita was looking for. If she could get that 5 ball down, you know, she's down 7-6 and she's breaking.
She's got some work to do here. It may not be worth the effort unless she can, I don't know that she can clear. She may have to accept, I wonder if she can accept a longer shot on the 5.
Oh, she doesn't have a choice. There's no way to get to the back to the middle of the table from here. She could go 2 rails bottom and come between the 7-9, but she's still long.
Yeah, but you got to miss the scratch on that.
Oh, she's drawing it.
So here's a good look.
She's trying to get between the 9 ball in the middle and the 7 ball here.
Yep. Just accept a bit longer shot on the 5, but that's okay.
Yeah, great shot.
Very intelligent.
Yeah. And the 5's off the rail enough that she can control the speed. And to get on the 6. Yeah, take your time, Margaret. It's there.
I think Angela plays next round.
She does. She plays at 7.
Yeah, I don't know who her draw is, but she just defeated Kia Burwell, and so I mean, she's still chugging along. She took a pretty bad beat to Wei Su Chen, second round of this event, so she's had a nice win over Kia to try to get her groove back a little bit.
Yeah. I'll tell you, this shot is part of a lot of drills that are out there. If you're a drill person like me, this shot is part of one of, yeah. You always play it long enough to get to the side pocket. Always. You never try to hold it. I don't know exactly what the next matchup is. Do you know, Lonnie? Who's up next on the TV table?
Yeah, it's Wen Bic Drum versus Kennedy Myman.
Oh, Kennedy's been playing great lately. Good for her. That'll be a good match to watch. She had been 7-7. They went hill earlier today. She lost to Bean on the hill. All right, guys, here we are. 9 in the side for a 7-6 and breaking. Way to go, Margaret. All right. We got action here on the stream table, guys. Make sure to hit those thumbs up button and likes and subscribe and share and get your friends watching us. We've got round the world talent here at this Olhausen Raxx Mezz Invitational this weekend.
Hi, Carl. Yeah. Thanks for tuning in, bud. Hope you're doing great.
That would be nice, Benjamin. Haven't seen one of those this whole match. It's been at least a 1-inning game the whole match. It would be nice to see Margaret come back and, you know, a breaking run to get to the hill. She's come up dry a couple times on her last couple breaks. So let's see what Margaret's got in store for us here. All right. The 5 ball is down. And she's got good shape on the 1. The 2 ball is playable. All right, Benjamin. Let's see. It's there. It's not easy, but it's there. She is examining. She might have to take a longer shot than she'd like to on the 2, as long as she could come off the rail a little bit and give herself some room to dig on the cue ball to come 2 rails out on the left side of the table to get on that 3. Get off the rail. There, that's enough. Oh, do you think she can swing that 2 rails? I can't tell from here.
Let's see if we've got a better view. It looks really straight to me. Like she doesn't
Well,
have
it
a
can't
lot
be
of
straight. I
angle.
think she's on the wrong side of the ball. Oh no, she's got it, but she's got to hit it with some pace. Yeah, when you hit a ball with pace, you got to be accurate. How
hits it
good
well.
did she hit that ball? Good for her.
That's where all those drills she does comes in handy.
Yeah.
Very clean, fluid stroke.
Yeah, 1 rail up to the 4 ball in the side or the corner, however, whichever she wants to play it. I kind of like the corner pocket to get on the 6. I like the side pocket too. I could get to the 6 either corner or side. Just her preference. It's her preference here. I think where the 3 ball lies, I think it's playing the 4 in the left side pocket. Looks like she's putting low ball on it to come around. 2 rails. 1 rail. She is going to play it in the corner. Yeah, a little roll up. I'm sorry you lost your sound, Tony.
I was like, you might want to check your mute button.
Yeah.
I think we all have sound here, bud, so. She hit that really well, and she's fallen really nicely on
Yeah.
the pink 4.
Yeah, perfect. A little roll up, and yeah, it's good. She doesn't have to do much with the cue ball at all. It's just natural. Yeah, same thing here with the 7. With the 6, she just has to make it come back up to about right before the middle of the table, so she has that angle to get on the 8. But yeah, we could be looking at Hill and the first break and run of the match.
All right, so it looks like Wei Su Chen was successful in defeating Nina Torvind. So she'll advance on the A side.
Yeah, she might be a little straight on that 7. Or on the wrong side of it, and she just draws it over.
Big D. Why so dramatic?
Well, don't turn us off. Just like and subscribe and turn down your volume.
Oh, boy.
No! Oh, and she concedes the match. What an unfortunate scratch.
Wow. I was not prepared for that, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, my God.
Tina's still in awe at the moment. Disbelief here in the booth at the 2025 Olhausen Raxx Mezz Invitational. This is Lonnie Fox Raymond, and I'm in the booth with Miss Tina Lethal Larson, who's still just devastated.
I am.
So unfortunately for Margarita Fefilova, she will be making her trip through this event on the scenic route, the B side. You can follow along the brackets at digitalpool.com. The link is in the description of the video if you are interested in following along with some of your other favorite players. We are going to reboot for the next round, which is in just a few minutes. you guys we'll see you soon for Kennedy Myman and Wendick Drum. Right? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what you said.
7 o'clock B-side matchup, folks. So here we go. Guys, thanks for tuning in, and we will see you soon.
Peace out.